Hi everyone, welcome back to David at Go To Hobbies. Right, I've got a dog with me in the room and she wants food, so bear with me. Sorry about this. Yeah, give her a few biscuits, keep her quiet for a minute. Right, where was we? The state of our roads in Nottinghamshire is absolutely a disgrace. The council don't spend the money to repair them, and there's thousands upon thousands upon thousands of potholes. There was estimated that there's going to be around about 11 million potholes in the UK roads. That's about 1/4 of the cars or vehicles that use UK roads. There's about 44 million road users that drive vehicles in the UK. That includes commercials, motorbikes, cars, taxis, you name it, there is it. But the point is that we're paying for the council to fix the roads through our council tax. Vehicle excise duty is supposed to be, at one point was for the repair and upkeep of the roads. Did they do anything? Nah, it's just another bloody tax, isn't it? It's like the council tax, it's just a tax. Dishonest council, basically, jumped up bleeding jerks in council through government demanding another form of tax. This country is an absolute shambles, to say the least. But I'm going to give you an example. There's some potholes in Mansfield. I'll tell you where they are. Let me just find them for you. There was some. Let me just find them. And I'll tell you where they are. Right. Well, there's so many bloody potholes. There's ridiculous, isn't it? Saying there's here, there's there. There's potholes every bloody where. But the point I want to say to you is that these potholes have been there for a long time. It's Chesterfield Road North, the A6191, where the A617 joins. Just south of that, on the Chesterfield Road North, coming in towards Mansfield, there's a load of potholes. And they have been there for months, possibly years, and they've got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Now though, there's one there about 3 inches deep. I looked in my mirror. I know where they are because I avoid them. And I saw a car go boom boom. I thought, you found it. But not far away from me is another one. Let me just bring it up. There it is. Actually, it's a fair way. It's Old Mill Lane, the A617, and you're coming around. Asda's on the right. If you look at it, coming down towards Mansfield, the Asda's on the right hand side, and you're getting down towards the four ways traffic lights. And it used to be B&Q on the left hand side at the bottom of the hill in Old Mill Lane Industrial Estate. And there's a set of potholes on the left hand lane going down, and you've got Barringer Road on the left, and it's terrible. It is an absolute terrible junction. There's been accident after accident after accident, and the council, what will they do? They will do absolutely nothing unless someone gets killed. So this is what you got to do. You got to lose your life for the council to do something about it. It is an absolute scandal that our councils react after the event. And it's just like that bloke who got killed in his Porsche down, I think it was towards East Sussex. He was coming along the road, it swerved to miss a pothole, hit another car and got killed. And what did the council do? They filled the pothole. Is basically tampering with criminal evidence because they're basically covering up the fact. Disgraceful, isn't it? But the point is, there's just pothole after pothole. And I went to work this morning, Sunday morning, right? And I went down Old Mill Lane, and to my absolute surprise, they resurfaced the road. I could not believe it. It's taken absolutely months and months and months to do anything with this. The state of the roads in the UK, they reckon it's going to cost around about £16.5 billion. And guess who's going to fork that out? Us UK taxpayers, private companies. There's so much opportunity in this country for the British people, right? Why should we have private companies making billions of pounds, whereas it could be all brought in-house? But then again, think about it. Is it a really good idea with our government the way they are? They couldn't organise a piss up in a bloody brewery or an F in a bleeding whorehouse, let alone run the country. And you think to yourself, why has it got like this? Everyone that uses a vehicle has to pay at some point a road vehicle exercise duty. And I believe they're doing it on the emissions because the more economical the car, the less paying price. But it doesn't matter. Each vehicle still does damage to the road. So if I had a Nissan Note years ago, and it was diesel, and I used to pay £20 road fund licence. My Land Rover now, I've got a Freelander too. I don't know, was it about 12 years old? The point is, excuse me, I'm trying to not yawn, that, yeah, it kicks out more high emissions, but it still does the damage to the roads. And you still got to travel along the roads. So it's not only polluting the air, right? Okay, a little car does less pollution, but it also on mileage, isn't it? And now they're trying to bring this price per mile in. Excuse me for a minute, please. Now I was thinking, I'll have a bit more coffee. Empty. Not good that was, wasn't it? You want to get up, don't you? I've got someone down here. What do you want? She knows. She just wants biscuits all the time. No, you're going to be fed in a little while. Been a long day, sorry. But the point I'm trying to make is that the roads are in terrible state. The country is in a terrible state for our government because what I feel is that these politicians, look at Sir Keir Starmer. He used to be in charge of the criminal Crown Prosecution Service. What gives him the eligibility to manage this country? He's got no experience. He's a barrister, right? And does it mean being a barrister, you can basically run the country? No. Why have we got governments in power that are completely incompetent, run by incompetent people that are dishonest, a disgrace to the country? Look at David Lammy. Look what he said about President Trump. Yeah? Another one, just off the top of my head. Gordon Brown. He called that woman a bigot. Yeah? And that's just the tip of the iceberg. What else was going on in the background? Excuse me, but the point I'm trying to make is that I didn't vote for Labour. And what they've done, they promised this, they promised that. They said they was going to do this, they said they was going to do that. It was tactical. They promise everything but give nothing. And that is what happens with governments. Doesn't matter which one it is, it's the same policies. Don't upset the apple cart. Tell them we're going to do this. Tell them we're going to do that. What do you get in return? A load of bullshit. Now, I'm sorry about swearing, but that's what the truth is. They are basically screwing us all over and destroying our country. But they don't give a flipping toss about you or me. And now it's the farmers' turn, they're putting their beady eyes on. It was before the pensioners. We're going to screw the pensioners. What is it with governments? Why have we got to put up with this shower of shite? Eh? What do you think? Have you had it up to your back teeth? Are you sick and tired of the bureaucratic arseholes in government saying one thing and doing another? Well, we have a choice. We put them in there, we can get them out. So we need to all to club together and make a point of saying enough is enough. Because the bullshit that, excuse my language, the bullshit that comes out of our government is that Labour is for the working class. What a load of codswallop. Why do I say that? Look what they've done to the farmers. Look what they've done to the pensioners. Look what they're doing about the illegal immigrants. What did they do for the train drivers? Yeah, they got a 10,000 pay rise. £10,000. Look at the doctors. They got a pay rise. What did it give to the National Health Service? Billions. I am absolutely flabbergasted. The incompetence of the Prime Minister and the MPs in Labour. Look what Jeremy Corbyn's like. And people didn't learn from that socialist what he was really like. People have been saying it for years, but people get then, what's the word I'm looking for? Into their comfort zone, thinking that the government's going to do this, the government's going to do that. They haven't. They haven't done it, and they will not do it. Why will they not do it? Because they only got their own self-interest at heart, and there is a the word is policies that they have to adhere to. So it doesn't matter what party is in, they've got to follow the what's the word I'm looking for? Mandate or policies or scheme or whatever you want to call it. I dare say a lot of these politicians are Freemasons, the secret society. And I dare say, yeah, these politicians and these prime ministers out of the scene, they're all laughing because they're treating it as a joke. They're treating us British people as fools. And we are fools for voting them idiots in. But I think the British people are actually waking up to the fact these morons are coming to the end of their lives in respect of governing this country. And it's going to be a point that people will say, we've had it with our governments. We want people in power to actually think about the British public and its people. Bear with me for a second. Sorry about that. And now I've forgotten what I was talking about. Goldfish job. Sorry. Right. So we'll wrap this up. And I think the best way to describe it is that if I remember right, I was saying about our government and how qualified they are and what they're doing. They're not. They're making an absolute screw up of it all. And the sooner the British public wake up and realise that our government is not in it for us, the sooner the better. The British people can do something about it. What we need to do is start rallying behind everyone and putting it across that we're not confident in the government and we want a new Prime Minister. So we need to start saying we have no confidence in the government. And the more people that do that, the better we are off. So listen up, fellas and girls. We need to start pushing that we don't have any confidence in the government and we want an election. We need to get Sir Keir Starmer out like Liz Truss. Shall we try and make it the second shortest Prime Minister in history? Let's see. Thanks for watching, everyone. Sorry it's been a long video, but thank you again. Take care, everyone. Please like, share and subscribe. Until the next time, bye. Oh, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I'm always very grateful. Take care, everyone. Bye.